The cryptographer's theory bore all the hallmarks of lunacy, and few of us pretended to accept it, but it was at least a theory. Every so often, another event would transpire, interrupting the stillness with a burst of shouts and rumbles, and we would stop whatever we were doing and wonder what was going on. Many of us began to look forward to these eruptions of sound. We dreamed about them at night. The city's notary public, for instance, missed the noise of the Newton's cradle he kept in his office, the hanging metal balls clicking, tack, tack, tack against each other as they swayed back and forth. A cab driver wished he was able to still punch his horn at the couriers who skimmed so close to his bumper on their bicycles. The woman who ran the Christian gift shop in the shopping mall designed a greeting card with a trio of kittens playing cymbals, bagpipes, and a tuba on the front. The interior caption read, "Make a joyful noise unto the Lord." She printed 100 copies to stock by the cash register. It turned out that in spite of everything the silence had brought us, there was a hidden longing for sound. So many of us shared this desire that a noise club began operating, tucked away in the depths of an abandoned recording studio. The people who went to the club did so for the pure excitement of it, for the way the din set their heart to beating. Who needed serenity? Who ever asked for it? They stood in groups listening to the club's switchboard operator laying sound upon sound in the small enclosed space of the room. The slanting note of a violin, the pulse of an ambulance siren, water geysering from an open hydrant. The episodes continued into the spring at intervals none of us could predict. Whenever we became most used to this silence, the fundamental turmoil of the world would break through and present itself to us again. More and more people began to prefer these times of disruptions. They made us feel like athletes facing a game, like soldiers who had finished their training. A consensus slowly gathered between us. We had given up something important, we believed, the fire that came with a lack of ease. We had lost some of the difficulty of our lives and wanted it back. The city council drafted a measure to abolish the silence initiative. After a preliminary period of debate, it was adopted by common consent. The work of breaking the city's silence was not nearly as painstaking as establishing it had been. With the flip of a few switches and the snip of a few wires, the sonic filters that had sheltered our buildings were disabled, opening our walls into every bird call and thunderclap. Scrapers and bulldozers tore up our roads, and spreading machines laid down fresh black asphalt. The old city buses were rolled out of the warehouses. An old man set 3 crisply folded playing cards on a table, calling out to people who walked by that he would offer $2, 2 clean new green dollar bills to anyone who could find the Queen of Hearts. In a matter of weeks, 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 we could hear, we could hear, we could hear, we could hear cell phones ringing in restaurants again. Everywhere we went, we felt a pleasurable sense of agitation. We had become more headstrong and more passionate. Our sentiments were closer to the surface. Our lives seemed no less purposeful than they had during the silence, but it was as if that purpose were waiting several corners away from us now, rather than hovering in front of our eyes. For a while, the outbreaks of sound continued to make themselves heard over the noise of the city, but soon it became hard to distinguish them from the ongoing rumble of the traffic. There were a few quick flashes of noise during the last week of May, but if they carried on into the summer, we failed to notice them. In their place were dogs tipping over garbage cans, flatbed trucks beeping as though they backed out of our alleys, and fountains spilling into themselves again and again.